do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and our home team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set, 19, 59, get up, check three, 59, 59.
Watson on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Drake. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Check, Mike 42. Hey, they scared.
Ready? On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ready? Watch the out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Alert, alert. 9.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Kill. 54. Switch. 24.
Watson now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Mike's 57's Mike. Oh, here we go.
57's Mike 57.
Hey, here I come. 26. Here I come. 55.
Check the backer.
Now Watson operating from the gun. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. Switch up.
Squeeze.
Now Stidham off play action. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're not ready. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Showing it, showing it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And an update now from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Rush in, rush in. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
54.
On first down, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
59.
Shoot.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 57. No such thing as a loss. We take a win home. Jim.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun, Watson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
At the 20-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Down. 60 or.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. Completes it to Samuel. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On 1st down, Drake. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Stidham. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Play action. It's Stidham. Got his target, Samuel. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run with Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The Chargers' 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Jet. Ready?
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 18-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the ready.
57 to Mike. Hey, check.
Hey, dude.
57 to Mike. Watch 57. I know he ain't got it.
Big grip.
Now Stidham on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But just face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Here we go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, 59! Hey, 24!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Set, 19! Hey, 59!
57's the mic. Watch 57. It's a party now. It's a party now. Last one. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's a party now.
Hey, 59!
Check 99.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Alert!
Whip. Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Switch. Alert. I-55.
On third down, Dobbins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop? And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Check nine.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
On the set.
22. Watch the backer.
Hit it.
Right back to Drake. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On the double.
54. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Watch the slant. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's get
31.
back.
On first down, Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
All day.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
24 down, he's coming.
25, check 25, check 25.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
24.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Hey, 59. Hey, 31. Down him, go. Down him, go.
And it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
SOS.
Alert.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And an alley to run. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Sponge.
54.
Joker. Watch twist.
24.
Twist.
Hey, 59.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
At the Patriots' 24-yard line.
26.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mike 58, right there. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
No. Get it ready.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check Mike.
From the gun, it's Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 18 Gator. Hey, high 7.
Let's get there.
Yep.
Start Mike 42.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the first.
24.
Don't get nervous. Check 37. Check 37.
To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Switches.
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense.